Kate Hardcastle. Morning, Kate.
Hello, good morning.
So it started at the start of the week. We thought that there might be some sort of deal here. What's gone wrong?
Well, I think what was really important, and of course, my sympathy and empathy is completely with everyone impacted by this, because every single job will impact a household in some way. And certainly the store closures will impact towns and city centres, because these were big stores with big footholds. And that means that they would always have that ability to draw people to an area. Shoppers are very important. When you've got a small business maybe next door to a WILKO. But we needed a business that had a plan that was going to come in with a rescue mission that would last beyond a year or so. I think in history books you can see that we've had these resolutions to a matter, and actually it's been very short-lived. It's too challenging to see an organisation be picked up for a brand, picked up for its store, and then actually the plan doesn't work. And what I was saying at the beginning of the week was, look, whoever does come in, if the plan's right, it needs to have that investment. It needs longevity, because this is a brand that you can see needs to be able to be ready for what's still difficult times for retail. And you go into where WILKO's probably hasn't got it right to understand that this is significant investment needed to get the right plan and structure.
So where hasn't it got it right then, as you put it?
The organisation is almost like a new version of Woolworths of the High Street, much beloved. People really appreciate a wide array of offer of products, but at the same time, very, very large stores, ones that perhaps consumers would use to almost showroom, which is where we go in with the mobile phones, check the prices, and then end up ordering from online or trying to find a different price. They didn't have that ability to be able to appeal to a new generation, wide enough customer group, and just simply not making enough impact on those retail floors. Plus, very big premises, which are very expensive to run. So in terms of digital, online, etc., its social impact, the brand itself, just not doing enough to be able to make this work. Plus, if you look at what's been taken out of the business in terms of dividend, etc., versus what seems to have been invested in the brand, in how it moved forward, which stores were right, what was the right proposition, it doesn't seem as if that investment's been made thoroughly.
This kind of store then, you're just describing it here, and there are others like it too that people will be aware of. How important is discounting here? And you see that people go in and they shop around and then they'll potentially go somewhere else. Is it a bit of a race to the bottom on prices?
Value is so important. I do think that consumers still appreciate a quality of goods. We see that all the time in research. But this is a sector, as you said, that wasn't one where WILKO stood alone. There's competitors in there like The Range, B&M. These are brands that are doing what the WILKO's offer had, and often they would just have a slightly cheaper offer, which was appealing. Sometimes it just wasn't about price sensitivity, though. It was about the value for money. If there was greater quality, maybe if the interiors lamps had just a better design or something a little bit fresher or newer. It wasn't just the actual pounds and pence, it was about the whole proposition. And it just seemed that those other organisations, big warehouse style with lots of different facets in, lots of different products in for the consumer, just had the edge. But, that isn't a race that's won by those competitive brands at all. This is still this is the thing about retail. We've seen such significant change in such a small amount of time that this is a retail that's going to be highly contested for a long time to come.
Kate, we're really grateful for your time this morning. Retail analyst Kate Hardcastle.